हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। ओम अज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरोन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूपकदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकम्। वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरो श्रीयुतपदकमलं श्रीगुरून् वैष्णवंश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सहगण रघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्ण चैतन्य देवं श्री राधा कृष्ण पदान् सहगण ललिता श्री विशाखान्वितांश्च। हे कृष्ण करुणा सिंधो दीनबंधो जगतपते गोपेश गोपिका कांत राधा कांत नमोस्तुते। तप्त कांचन गौरांगी श्री राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुस्तुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिय। नमो ओम विष्णुपदाय कृष्ण प्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्ति वेदांत स्वामी नित्य नामिने। नमस्ते सरस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देशधारिणे। श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभो नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधार श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंदा। हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। गुरवे गौरचंद्राय राधिकाय तदालये कृष्णाय कृष्ण भक्ताय तद्भक्ताय नमो नमः। आनंद लीलामय विग्रहाय हेमावदिव्य छवि सुंदराय तस्मै महाप्रेम रसप्रदाय चैतन्य चंद्राय नमो नमस्ते। श्री चैतन्य चंद्राय नमो नमस्ते। चैतन्य चंद्राय नमो नमस्ते। नित्यानंदमहं नौमि सर्वानंदकरं परम हरिनाम प्रदम देवम अवधूत शिरोमणि। श्री चैतन्य महाप्रभु की जय। श्री नित्यानंद राम की जय। हरे कृष्ण। Thank you so much, dear devotees, for joining Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu in the holy land of Sri Jagannath Puri. Different devotees from different parts of the world have come to meet Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu in Jagannath Puri, and one of them being the Kulina Gram devotees or the Kulina Grami. They came to meet Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and they asked this wonderful question of, My dear Lord, who is a Vaishnav? Vaishnav ki kya paribhasha hai? And Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu gives the definition in connection to the holy name. Mahaprabhu says that a first class Vaishnava is someone just by looking at whom our tongue, our intellect, our mind, everything gets absorbed in the chanting of the Hare Krishna Mahamantra. His tongue is vibrating, but looking at him, our tongue also that's vibrating. That's a first class. Uttam Vaishnav. And our duty, Mahaprabhu says, is to serve his lotus feet. प्रभु कहे वैष्णव सेवा नाम संकीर्तन दुई करो शीघ्र बाबे कृष्ण चरण. That was the underlining instruction, the essence that Mahaprabhu told them. Serve the Vaishnavas and chant the Hare Krishna Mahamantra. So that is where we um, paused yesterday. So let's continue to devotees. During the fifth year after his sannyas, which means Mahaprabhu is about 29 years because he took sannyas at the age of 24. So 5 years after that means 29. So Mahaprabhu is still young. During the fifth year of his sannyas, Lord Chaitanya spoke to Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya and Rai Ramananda. My desire to go to Vrindavan has increased. Because of your tricks, I couldn't go for the past 2 years. Please permit me now. Save for you too. I have no other resort. In Bengal, I have two shelters, my mother and the river Ganges. Both are merciful. I shall go to Vrindavan through Bengal and see them. मुझे ब्रज जाना है और यदि आप योग्य समझे और यदि आप आज्ञा दे तो मैं ब्रज जा पाऊंगा। सन्यास के तत्पश्चात 5 साल हो गए और मैं ब्रज गया नहीं। और यदि आप मुझे आज्ञा दे और आशीर्वाद प्रदान करे तो मैं ब्रज जाऊंगा, लेकिन बंगाल के रास्ता से जाऊंगा। क्यों? क्योंकि वहां मेरी दो मैया है। एक है मैया यानी सच्ची माता और दूसरा गंगा मैया। So I will meet both of them and then I will go to Vrindavan only if you all give permission. Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya and Rai Ramananda considered that it was not good that they had played so many tricks on the Lord. They told him that it would be difficult to travel during the rainy season and that it would be better to wait until Vijayadashmi. So Vijayadashmi is almost again pretty much at the start of Kartik. Vijayadashmi is there and then another 10, 12 or 15 days time, Kartik month will start. So it's a long wait for Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Mahaprabhu was pleased And when Vijayadashmi arrived, he departed for Vrindavan after taking Jagannath's permission. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, when he came to Vrindavan, it was 1510 AD, 1510. So now we are in 2024. So 1510 AD would mean 514 years approx. So 514 साल पूर्व सच्चिदानंद गौरांग महाप्रभु पहली बार वृंदावन धाम आए थे. And you see, at the age of 29, practically, he came to Vrindavan for the first time. And look at our fortune. We have gone to Vrindavan. Many of us have gone to Vrindavan even before the age of 29. For the Lord, he had to do so much waiting. Even though he is Vrindavan Dham and the Supreme Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, they are not different. But still, he had to wait so much. And he accepted the instructions and the orders of Ramanandara and Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya, even though he is Bhagavan, but he still accepted their instruction. Finally, in 1510 AD, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu comes to the land of Vrindavan, and that's when he comes to Vrindavan, he looks around and he looks at the locals and says, "Where is Radha Kund? And where is Shyam Kund?" And they were blank. They had not heard anything like this, Radha Kund and Shyam Kund. Mhm. So they said, "We don't know. There is no place like this. There's no Radha Kund. There's no Shyam Kund." That place was called Aritagram. Why? Because Arishtasur was killed there. So it was Aritagram. But they said Radhakund, Shamkund, there is no place like this. Probably you have heard it wrong. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, no, no, there is Radhakund. Because he himself is Radharani. How can he make a mistake? And then finally Mahaprabhu sees two small puddles of water. There are two fields, and these two fields have little water. Gori Khet and Kali Khet. Gori Khet is Radhakund because Radharani is Gori. She's fair complexion. And Kali Khet is Krishna because Krishna is dark complexion. Hmm. One time um, in Africa, one devotee was doing deity worship in the afternoon time, and there was no one in the temple. And as he was doing deity worship in the afternoon time, some dacoits came, and these dacoits were just rampant. They were going to different places and killing people and stealing and doing different things. So finally, they came at one point. They came to ISKCON, and they went, and it was only the pujari there at the altar. So they went to the pujari and said, "Whatever you have, give." So he said, "No, I'm doing this arti. I'll finish and I'll give." And they looked and said, "What is this? Whom are you offering this incense to?" Now this devotee who was there was very intelligent. Now this is Africa. So this devotee said, "Oh, we are worshipping a black man. Our God, our Lord is a black man, just like you. He's a black man." So these Africans over there, they became very excited because at that time there was a lot of racial discrimination. So these Africans became very happy. Oh, everyone is criticizing, but you are keeping in the altar and you're worshipping. And the Pujari devotee who was there, he was even intelligent. He said, "Look, our the Lord whom we are worshipping is black and he has a white wife. That is Radharani. He's black, but he has a white wife. And we are not racist. We respect both. For us, both are great. White complexion and black complexion. And every day we worship, not just one day, every day we worship. And not just in one place in Africa. Around the world, in all our centers, we worship a black man. So these African dacoits who had come, they were puzzled. And they didn't rob anything, they didn't kill anyone, they just left. And because they were extremely happy that, oh, there is no racism in ISKCON. They're worshipping a black man. So here Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, when he comes to Vrindavan, there is Kali Khet. That Kali Khet is Shyamakund and Gori Khet is Radhakund. It's that tract of land, and that small puddle of water was Radhakund and Shyamakund respectively. And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was the personality who realized it, took bath in that water, and even inaugurated Radhakund and Shyamkund. And later, uh, by the endeavor of Sripad Raghunath Das Goswami Pad, we find we have the Radhakund and Shyamkund that we have. He did the complete renovation work of these two places. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu reached Katak and visited the temple of Sakshi Gopal and rested in a garden outside the temple. At that time, Maharaj Prataparudra went there. Overwhelmed with love, he got up and fell down repeatedly and offered prayers to the Lord with tear filled eyes. Lord Chaitanya was pleased to see his devotion and embraced him. Hmm. Tear filled eyes. Srimati Radharani has this habit of wearing kajal, and kajal is also called as anjan. That Srimati Radharani who wears anjan, that is kajal, when she sees Krishna, her eyes are filled so much with tears of joy. Her eyes are filled so much with tears of love that that kajal is washed away, is wiped away by her tears. So that Srimati Radharani becomes Nairanjan, our acharyas say. Yeah. When she looks at Krishna, her anjan, her kajal gets washed away by the tears of love, and the anjan becomes Nairanjan. Hmm. Just give me 1 second, dear devotees. Yes, Hare Krishna. Yeah, sorry for the inconvenience. So we were saying, so Maharaj Prataparudra, he looks at Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, the Lord's eyes are filled with tears. So Srimati Radharani wears kajal, which is called Anjan, but when she looks at Krishna, her eyes are filled with tears of love, with tears of joy. And that kajal gets washed away by those tears. So she is called Nairanjan. Well, at the same time, there is a name called Niranjan. You would have heard. Niranjan Swami Maharaj. Niranjan also means someone who's not connected to the um, not connected to this world as such. Someone who is liberated, Mahapurush. He is also called Niranjan. So Srimati Radharani's eyes become Niranjan. Why? They are Nairanjan, but they also become Niranjan because now these eyes have seen Krishna. Those eyes that have seen Krishna become Niranjan, which means they become liberated. So the Nairanjan eyes of Radharani become Niranjan. They become completely liberated looking at Krishna. So what is the understanding? The understanding is the perfection of the human eyes is to look at Krishna. While at the same time, the person becomes liberated when the eyes become liberated, and the eyes become liberated when they look at Krishna. Radharani's teaching. So Radharani's eyes, the Anjan becomes Nairanjan, which becomes Niranjan. Hmm. So here we find that the Supreme Lord is so overwhelmed looking at Maharaj Prataparudra that his eyes are filled with tears completely. Lord Chaitanya was pleased to see his devotion and embraced him. Lord's mercy brought tears in the king that bathed the Lord's body. The Lord bestowed mercy upon the king through his body, mind, and words. And from that day on, he became known as Prataparudra Santrata, deliverer of Maharaj Prataparudra. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is embracing, and Maharaj Prataparudra is also embracing Gauranga Mahaprabhu, and both are bathing each other with tears of happiness, with tears of joy. And from that day on, the Viraj Goswami says, Maharaj Prataparudra, who was hankering and eager for Gauranga Mahaprabhu's mercy, eventually gets the mercy of the Lord. He had got it earlier at Jagannath Vallabh garden through the Tava Katamritam verse, to the Gopi Geet. But here Mahaprabhu extends more mercy. And Kaviraj Goswami says, from that day onwards, Maharaj Prataparudra was called Prataparudra Santrata, the deliverer of Maharaj Prataparudra, which means Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he who delivered the Raja. Prataparudra had sent written orders to the government servants within his kingdom. In every village, construct new residences, and store all kinds of food. Personally take the Lord to these new houses and serve him day and night. Prataparudra then ordered two officers, namely Harichandana and Mardaraja. Harichandana is the same personality we heard earlier, that when the Lord was dancing during the Jagannath Rath Yatra, Srivas was also dancing, and Maharaj Prataparudra was there behind. And Maharaj Prataparudra could not see Mahaprabhu dance because of Srivas Thakur being ahead. So Harichandana, being the servant of Maharaj Prataparudra, was trying to push Srivas to the side so that Maharaj Prataparudra could see Gauranga Mahaprabhu. And eventually, after a couple of times of trying to push Harichandana, um, he got the mercy of Srivas Thakur, in the sense Srivas Thakur slapped Harichandana. That, oh, you're disturbing me. I am trying to concentrate here. I am trying to dance and you're trying to push me away. He slapped Harichandana. So when Maharaj Prataparudra saw this, he told Harichandana, this is mercy. You've got the touch of Srivas, which very few people get. This is mercy. So that same Harichandana is mentioned here. Keep a new boat on the banks of the river. Establish a memorial column wherever Lord Chaitanya took bath and crossed the river, and make it a great place of pilgrimage. Indeed, I will take my bath there, and let me also die there. So every place that Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is going, Maharaj Prataparudra wants a bathing ghat and a memorial, so that it can extol the glories that this is the place where Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came. This is the where he took bath. This is the place where he did so and so pastime, etc. And it is so thoughtful of Maharaj Prataparudra, that to 500 years back, to do this. Like even during Prabhupada's time, we see whatever Prabhupada spoke, the disciples were so intelligent enough to record everything. They knew that in the future this will be useful. So whenever Prabhupada would speak, they would keep a recorder. To the extent, even when uh, there are recordings where Prabhupada is brushing in the morning, and Prabhupada at that time is speaking some Krishna Katha, and there are still recordings with that. So disciples at every minute, every moment were um, active. They were vigilant. There was attention to detail to know that what Prabhupada is going to present at this point, even though it is spontaneous. Not just the Bhaktivedanta purport, but even the normal walk, etc. They had the intelligence to preserve it to the extent where we can watch them and get benefited. Mhm. Even the recordings or the morning walks we find, they're so crystal clear. And these were recorded back in the 1960s, 1970s, right? So they used the best technology, whatever they had, and they used it perfectly. The morning walks or the recordings, they are crystal clear. It almost feels they're recorded like 4 or 5 years back. There is no there's no problem in hearing, there's no any background noise, there's nothing. Oftentimes we find many recordings even after that, like those that are recording in 90s and 2000s, that may have some fault. But Prabhupada's recordings were done very crystal clear. Hmm. So devotee means attention to detail, understanding that this event or this speech or this moment or this personality, whatever he's speaking, it may probably never be repeated again. And it's good to be recorded so that it may help someone else. So just like Prabhupada disciples did it, Maharaj Prataparudra was intelligent enough to mark all the places wherever Chaitanya Mahaprabhu went and all the places where he took bath, so that those in the future, when they come, they can also take bath in those holy rivers and get benefited. Hmm. When one enthusiastically serves the Lord, it is to be understood that one is reaping the results of the chanting of the holy name. ये- जब कोई व्यक्ति उत्साह पूर्वक भगवान की सेवा करता है, तो हमें यही समझना है कि भगवान नाम जपने का उसको फल प्राप्त हो रहा है. He is getting the fruit of chanting holy name. That's why he is enthusiastic now to serve the Lord. So how do we understand whether our chanting is good? This is the answer. Are we enthusiastic to serve the Lord? When one enthusiastically serves the Lord, it is to be understood that one is reaping the results of the chanting of the holy name. So are we enthusiastic? If the answer is yes, then holy name is reaping benefit. If we are not enthusiastic, यदि सेवा करते वक्त नींद आ रही है या सेवा करने का मन ही नहीं लग रहा, इसका यही अर्थ है कि माला में कुछ प्रॉब्लम हो रहा है. Our chanting is not to the extent where it should produce enthusiasm. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was accompanied by Rai Ramananda, Swarup Damodar, Jagadananda, Mukunda, and many other devotees. Gadadhar Pandit desperately wanted to go with Lord Chaitanya, abandoning his vow of Kshetra Sannyas. Gadadhar Pandit had taken this oath of Kshetra Sannyas, यानी इस क्षेत्र को छोड़कर हम कहीं नहीं जाएंगे. One type of sannyasi is those who keep traveling, like Narada Muni. They keep traveling from one place to another place to another place. Like most of our ISKCON sannyasis also, they keep traveling constantly. And then there are personalities who are क्षेत्र संन्यास यानी इस क्षेत्र को छोड़कर इस स्थान को छोड़कर हम कहीं नहीं जाएंगे. So there also one sannyasi. So Gadadhar Pandit was like that. He was kshetra sannyasi. And his kshetra, his sthan was Jagannath Puri. Because he understood that Mahaprabhu was going to live here the maximum. So let me just take kshetra sannyasi. He will also not go, I will also not go. Let's be here, sit happily, discuss Hari Katha, and be happy. But now that Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is going to Vrindavan, Gadadhar Pandit is little heartbroken because he wants to go, but his kshetra sannyas is also there. In our ISKCON movement, we have His Holiness Varsana Maharaj. Varsana Maharaj has taken kshetra sannyas in New Vrindavan in West Virginia, US. It's been last probably 50 years. He has taken kshetra sannyas. He doesn't leave New Vrindavan. You'll always find him in New Vrindavan. Why? Because I remember I asked him and he said, um, Prabhupada, two times when Prabhupada came to New Vrindavan, Prabhupada said, this is Braj, this is Vrindavan Dham. So he said, when my Gurudev confidently said this, that this is Vrindavan Dham, so I don't have to go anywhere else. So he has not even gone to Vrindavan, like the Vrindavan of India. Hmm. He has not even gone there. He's not gone to Mayapur. He's not gone to any of those places. Why? Because he says, this is Braj. My Gurudev said this is Braj, means, which means it is Braj. So Varsana Maharaj in our ISKCON movement has taken Kshetra Sannyas, being at one place. Gadadhar Pandit desperately wanted to go with Lord Chaitanya, abandoning his vow of Kshetra Sannyas and his service to Lord Gopinath at Jagannath Puri. He followed Lord Chaitanya till Katak, but at Katak, Lord Chaitanya told him, your wanting to go with me is simply a desire for sense gratification. If you want my happiness, please go back to Jagannath Puri. Lord Chaitanya then got into a boat and Gadadhar Pandit fell down unconscious. Lord Chaitanya ordered Sarvabhauma to take Gadadhar with him. Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya consoled Gadadhar Pandit and returned to Jagannath Puri with him. How much affection for Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. They have constantly, Gadadhar Pandit has constantly been with Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And even when even when Nimai, when Mahaprabhu was small, he was Nimai, and when he was argumentative and he would debate and he would uh, find faults in the um, compositions of Keshav Kashmiri and others, Gadadhar Pandit would always pray, and Srivas would also pray that only if Nimai becomes a devotee, things will change. Gadadhar would have cried so much, wanting Nimai to change. This friendship is a friendship not just after Mahaprabhu's sannyas, but it is from childhood. Gadadhar has seen Nimai go through the transformation, how he was debating and how he was arguing to how he meets Ishwarapuri and how he goes to Gaya, how he gets the mantras, how he changes, how he lives family life, how he takes sannyas, and now he's going to different places. Gadadhar has been through all of it. He has seen everything. Hmm. Jagadananda Pandit in Prema Vivarta explains one time when Gadadhar and Nimai were taking bath in Ganga, there was a parrot, and this parrot came there and uh, started saying Gaura, 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 Gaura. This parrot sitting on the branch of the tree started saying Gaura, Gaura. So Nimai, when he heard this, he said, oh, don't say this. Say Krishna, 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 Krishna. Don't say Gaura, Gaura. So this parrot, it still continued saying Gaura, 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 Gaura. And Nimai said, no, say Krishna, Krishna, Krishna. And Gadadhar said, my dear Lord, Gaura and Krishna are one and the same. There's no difference. The parrot has understood it. And everyone of us have also understood. Gaura and Krishna, no difference. So whether he says Gaura, whether he says Krishna, what's the difference? Nimai said, no, 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 still say Krishna, Krishna, Krishna. But the parrot was flapping its wings and saying, Gaura, 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 Gaura. Jagadanda Pandit and Prema Vivarta explained. So Gadadhar has been through all of that. Gadadhar Pandit has seen that phase of Nimai. And now to see that Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has taken sannyas and is going to Sri Vrindavan Dham. But Gadadhar, because of the Kshetra sannyas, has no entrance. Goes till Katak, but now has to go back. And he falls down to the ground unconscious. So much love for Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. The devotees abandon all kinds of duties for the Lord's sake, yet the Lord doesn't like the devotees giving up their promised duties because Gadadhar Pandit had taken this oath that he would worship Gopinath, Tota Gopinath. But now, if Gadadhar leaves for the sake of being with Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, what will happen to Gopinath? That Gopinath who was found in the garden. Tota means garden. Tota Gopinath, that Gopinath who was found near the garden of Jagannath Puri. We have Yameshwar Tot. Tot again means garden, and Yameshwar means Lord Shiva. So that Lord Shiva who has his temple near the garden or who was found in the garden is Yameshwar Tot. And likewise, we have Tota Gopinath. Lord Chaitanya reached Remuna, which is the place of Sripad Madhavendra Puri. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu reached Remuna and bade farewell to Rai Ramananda. Rai Ramananda fell unconscious and the Lord took him upon his lap and began to cry. That same Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, who was not ready to give his mercy to Maharaj Prataparudra, eventually, through different instances, showered his mercy and he cried in front of Maharaj Prataparudra. He bathed him to his embrace. And likewise, Rai Ramananda was again working for Maharaj Prataparudra as the minister. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu embraces him and starts crying. So, whatever the profession is and whatever the background is, someone can be a Raja as the king, or someone can be the minister. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is still ready to shower his mercy to everyone. His feelings of intolerable separation from Ramananda are difficult to describe. Lord Chaitanya arrived at the Orissa border where a government officer met him and said, the territory ahead is ruled by a drunkard Muslim governor. Please stay here for some days so that a peaceful agreement could be negotiated with him. Thus, you would be able to cross the river peacefully in a boat. A spy of the governor saw the wonderful qualities of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and reported to the government. A mendicant has come from Jagannath Puri with many persons. All of them incessantly, all of them incessantly do Krishna Nam Sankirtan. They laugh, they dance, they sing, and they cry. Millions of people who come to see him also chant Krishna. They dance, they cry, and they roll on the ground. Considering his influence, I accept him as God. Then the messenger himself began to chant Hare Krishna. The governor's mind changed and he personally came to see Lord Chaitanya dressed like a Hindu. He offered obeisances and spoke submissively with tears. Why was I not born in a Hindu family? He's a Muslim. The minister is chanting Hare Krishna, and now even the governor, who actually comes from a Muslim background, just looking at Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he has tears in his eyes. Mahaprabhu has not even spoken anything. Mahaprabhu has not given any katha. Mahaprabhu has not said anything. It is just by being in the proximity, being in the vicinity of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, that even a Muslim person starts crying and is praying and hoping, hope against hope. Why was I not born in a Hindu family? So that I could have also reaped the benefit of Nam Sankirtan that you are doing. It would have been easy for me to remain near your lotus feet. Since my body is now useless, let me die. The Lord mercifully glanced at the governor, assuring him he asked him to chant Krishna or Hari. Our acharyas explain just like when we do deity worship, we use ghee wicks, ghee lamp. We use ghee wicks and we go around, around, around. 4237 or something we do. Similarly, in the land of Vrindavan Dham, when Krishna comes, the Braja Gopis, they don't use ghee wicks. They don't look at Krishna and do a ghee lamp offering. But their ghee wicks, their ghee lamps are their eyes. Through their eyes, they look at the form of Krishna from head to toe. And as they look at the form of Krishna from head to toe, it's like offering the ghee lamps. We use fire and we use ghee wicks. But for the Braja Gopis, it is their eyes. Through their eyes, they look at the face of Krishna, they look at Krishna's navel, they look at Krishna's hand, they look at Krishna's feet. And as they're looking at the form of Krishna, his eyes are moving round and round, almost like ghee wicks or ghee lamps. Mhm. So the glance of the Braja Gopis are very powerful. And likewise, here it is explained the Lord mercifully glanced at the governor. So that same mood that the Braja Gopis have, here Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is possessing. Assuring him, he asked him to chant Krishna or Hari. The governor requested Lord Chaitanya, since you have so kindly accepted me, please give me some service. Please liberate me from the unlimited sinful reactions I incurred by being envious of Brahmanas and Vaishnavas and killing cows. Mukunda Dutt told the governor, please assist Lord Chaitanya to go to the banks of the Ganges. This would be a great favor. One who was taken to the chanting of the Hare Krishna Mahamantra has already received Lord Chaitanya's mercy. If one is purified by chanting Krishna's holy names, one must be eager to render service to the Lord. This is the test. If one is purified by chanting Krishna's holy name, one must be eager to render service to the Lord. This is the test. So earlier Prabhupada says that if anyone is taken to the chanting of Hare Krishna Mahamantra, he has received the mercy of the Lord. And then he says, those who chant the Hare Krishna Mahamantra, there should be some eagerness to serve the Lord. And if they're doing that, then the chanting is yielding fruit. Then it's a perfect match. So in this way, Mahaprabhu comes in contact with the drunkard people, that's the Muslim men, and looking at Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, they give way to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu so that he can cross the river. Having said this, dear devotees, I very humbly want to stop here. Thank you all very much for joining. Gaura Premanande. Hari Hari Bol. Srila Prabhupada ki